Abba Kyari, The Link Between Hushpuppi and Cubana by Richard Odunsanya. Welcome to the news and please subscribe to our channel. Fundamentally, it is time for us to interrogate our value system. It is time for us to look at some issues deeply, including materialism and consumerism, and change to productive nation. It is time to stop demarketing our youth and face the real issue, which is our value system. Mahatma Gandhi during his days said behavior is the mirror in which we can display our image. Today, cybercrime and drug peddling is now an automatic indictment of both the average Nigerian and Nigerian's character, just as our comatose international image lies critically at the selective mercy of Western propaganda. Yes, it is high time we come out and tell ourselves the truth. On this particular discussion, or this particular news article, sincerely, you're going to find out that we have lost it. In a lot of things we have lost. Our moral value has diminished a lot. A very good example of what I want to talk about, I'm going to just drift a little. You see, there was actually a video that was going viral online where some group of boys, it was a drama actually, they came out to say it was a drama. They actually did that drama. They showed where boys actually invited, I don't know, the girls, like they were invited over, and before you know, they took them to, let's say, ritualist, and before you know, they used them for ritual. They showed video where they were actually butchering them and all of that. They actually came out and said it was actually not real. Okay. And you know, when that video got viral, a lot of people came out and they were saying, it is the girls now, they are doing this and that. And I'm saying, what? This thing happened and you are coming out to blame a particular set of people. Where have you lost it? You are going to come out and blame the victims. You kick your leg on the stone. You did not know you kicked your leg. Somebody is now coming out for you to ask you, don't you see? Or you were crushed by a vehicle, they come and ask you, don't you see? How did they even get here? You are not even talking about those who committed the said act. We are not even talking about how our society is even in more danger because these people are still out there. They might get to your door. And you're going to roll your hand around your head and say, God forbid. But at the end, they are still out there. They might get to your doorstep. Let's find out more about this. The news in detail. Please stay with us. Nigeria, a country where retired DIG Senator Nuhu Aliyu of the blessed memory, a one-time senator from Niger State, once stood in the Senate chambers and said, there are armed robbers in this chamber. He pointedly said that there are many senators that have no business sitting in the hallowed chamber. A country where a man who was dismissed from the police service for gross misconduct later emerged from the underworld as kingpin to become a governor of a state. A country where a man standing trial for gruesome assassination of the same country's Minister of Justice and Attorney General won a seat in the Senate from prison. I can go on and on. This could be attributed to the collapse of values in the Nigerian society and generally to the effects of poverty and how that pushes the people to desperate ends. Materialism and consumerism must be checked. A one-time Nigerian social media celebrity, Ramon Oloronwa Abbas, popularly known as Hushpuppi, was arrested in Dubai in June 2020 on charges of conspiracy to commit wire fraud, money laundering, and engaging in monetary transaction in property derived from specified unlawful activity. Hushpuppi international crime was later linked to many people by the American FBI, including Abba Kyari. To date, we have not heard anything on DCP Abba Kyari, who was indicted by the FBI on some allegations of money laundering, bribery, and wire fraud, vis-a-vis receiving funds from Hushpuppi. How a high-ranking police officer, an award-winning super cop, an intelligence officer for that matter, could be associated with a criminal like Hushpuppi and openly fraternizing with characters like Cubana for whatever reasons, even if it is tailoring services or special engagement as DCP Kyari claimed, still leaves me bewildered. Abba's Kyari allegation is similar to that of Obi Inyebu, popularly known as Obi Cubana. His man Friday, who the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, NDLEA, interrogated last week for the payment of 3 different tranches of money by drug pushers, convicted in New Delhi, India, Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, and Lagos, Nigeria, into his various bank accounts. Before July 2021, the 46-year-old nightlife entrepreneur remained blurred from the radar of the public until the carnival-like funeral of his mother on July 16, 2021. The moment Cubana overexposed himself, it is no-brainer even a layman to know it was only a matter of time before the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, starts digging into his finances. As a matter of fact, he was detained on November 1, 2021, over allegations of money laundering and tax fraud. After watching American series like Power and Ozark, one will realize that most successful club businesses actually front for laundering dirty money from ill-gotten wealth. So yeah, it could be that Obi Cubana is just a front. I am not saying he's guilty of anything, but if he is, he will not be the first, and likes of Killox are sitting on that table as well. Suffice to say that no iota of success or failure of a Nigerian is without the ethics of potential criminality, rooted in a culture where many young people see fraud as the only way to make money. On deeper reflection, it epitomizes the present spirit of Nigeria's younger generation. The crazy way millions of Nigerian youth idolize get-rich-quick celebrities has fueled crimes such as Yahoo, ritualism, kidnapping, drug peddling, armed robbery, etc., etc. The get-rich-quick syndrome has become a defied, noticeable trend, mostly exhibited to varying degrees across social media platforms. Exotic cars are flaunted, designer wears rocked, glittering accessories are customary looks across verified pages and profiles, as if to separate those that have made it from those trying to stay as legitimate and clean as the strength of their manhood and integrity of their professional craft entail. Fundamentally, it is time for us to interrogate our value system. It is time for us to look at some issues deeply, including materialism and consumerism, and change the productive nation. It is time to stop demarketing our youth and face the real issue, which is our value system. To do this is to re-examine the erroneous one-way street perception of criminal acts, which is to call out the failures of both leaders and the led. To do this is to admit that the failed Nigerian socio-economic and political systems, and to rebuild them on the foundations of integrity, transparency, truth, and justice. Okay, on this note, we have come to the end of the news. We say thank you for tuning in to listen. Until I come your way next time, enjoy the rest of the day.